Hey guys and gals, welcome to the unboxing slash review of the Air Warriors Rapid Fire Tech. This is a special blaster in that it takes a clip, yes, but you have to load your shells with the darts before you fire them. And I wanted this. I also wanted it because it's lever action. And I don't know if y'all know this, but I freaking love lever action guns. That's the kind of cool stuff that makes me happy. So what do you got? You got a barrel. You got a clip, a special clip that takes these shells. You got a trigger in the back. You got the power lever. You got the stock. When you go, chaka, it actually ejects the shell outside, which is so cool. It also means you're probably going to end up losing them on the battlefield. So I don't really recommend this for a Nerf war unless you find a way to purchase more of the shells, like a bazillion shells, because as it ejects them, yeah, it's really, really cool. But you're gonna lose them. Without further ado, let's jump into opening this bad boy up. Here we go. Here's the rapid fire tech. I'm not going to be using these darts. They're clearly elite knockoffs. I'll just use regular elite, so I'm not worried about that. What I am worried about is where the release button is. It says it's here, but I don't see it. It says press button and pull the clip down with force. Oh yeah, you gotta really pull it out. We got our lever. Oh wow, look at that. That's so cool. And then yeah, shove this bad boy back in, I think, right? Maybe it goes this way. Yep, snaps in. Punk. Bling. The shells eject this way. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna hit that button, pull. That's pretty tight, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna take out these guys. Oh, they sound like shell casing when they touch. That's weird. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, they sound. We have 6. What we are going to do is I'm going to load them with 4 different darts to make sure they all fit. Here we go. Strike, X shot, elite, waffle, and then we'll just go 2 more elite, because clearly this is meant to be an elite knockoff shooting blaster. We'll do the 3 elites first. That's not Action Strike. I'm going to load in this waffle dart first. I don't think it's going to take waffle darts. Nope, no waffle darts. Okay. That's 1 out. How about Action Strike? Next one. They're going to get jammed eventually. They get stuck. It may take them, but they'll be stuck. X shots will definitely work because they're much shorter. We go with elites next, which is what it's supposed to take. Oh, they also get stuck on that. So maybe it will take them. Let's find out. Let's load them up. And break them down. So you'll see what I did at the beginning. I shoved past this area. You can just slide them in this way. This way. This is a relatively difficult loading setup. It's weird that all the darts get stuck there. It's super, super weird. But we're gonna load them up. Alright, we're good. There we go. Oh. So already I have a jam, which is not good. It looks like they're all going to jam on the way up except X-shot darts, which is very, very strange, considering those are clearly, they're a little shorter tip, but they're clearly supposed to be elite rounds. Fires. No, I won't. So it actually pushes it up in, so the shell is here now. You'll have to fix all the darts if they're not, and it can only be fired when that whole priming mechanism is back in. We're just going to see if it fires. It fires, but what happens to the shell now? Let's see. Plink! Out comes the shell. And as you can see, my next dart is also bent. This is going to be obnoxious. Seems like the only darts you can use are the ones it comes with, and X-shots. I'll have to load it with X-shots. Clunk. Did not fire. DNF. Dart is trapped in the chamber. Let's load it and eject. It only came out halfway. Dart is just jammed up in there. What is this? Is this a... That was a regular elite. Doesn't give me hope for the future. Next elite is also stuck in there. Highly do not recommend firing anything but what this bad boy comes with in it. Plunk. Let's see if it fires. Also, the trigger guard caused by the lever action, super, super small. My finger barely fits in there. Don't recommend this for adults. Also didn't fire. Not my favorite. It won't eject because the darts are too big. I just caused a multi-shell jam. Not cool. That. So this blaster so far, not my favorite. Bad boy out. Probably a waffle dart. Look at that bad boy. You are jammed up in there, friend. Here we go. Plunk. Barely came out, but it did get ejected, so. This is an X-shot dart. Not 100% sure, but we can find out. Did not fire, okay. Loaded. It also did not eject, so there's that. Oh, no. It's just that nothing went up. That's why it loaded. There is an AccuStrike dart jammed and bent up in there. I am trying to pull up and out. It is not cooperating. Alright, it's up and out. Loading. I fired it, but getting it in there, and as you can see, that dart is bent. Getting it in there is way more of a pain than anything else. Oh, I think these guys are so short that it doesn't know how to load them properly. Plunk. Okay, firing now. X-shot worked fine. So what we're going to do is load this only with X-shots, because all the other darts are giving it a lot of problems, and let's just not deal with it. I'll see you guys on the shooting range with X-shot. Alright, hey there guys and gals. We're going about 20 feet back. I have it loaded only with X-shot darts, and we're going to see how well this thing fires, because so far it seems like this blaster is an incredible hassle. Really neat idea, especially if you were cosplaying or something, to have one with ejectable shells. But so far, do not recommend. I'm going to fire it. Has the sight. I'm going to see if it works. The answer is probably no. Did not fire the first dart. Cool. Oh, it actually didn't load anything at all that first time. Now it's loaded the first dart. Okay, using the sight. Oh, I see what's also happening here. When you eject the shell, if you tilt the gun to look at it ejecting the shell, if you want to catch it, it actually does not eject. It needs to be held upright to push out the dart. Or to push out the I'm gonna make words one day. It needs to be held upright to push out the shell properly. That was actually pretty close. Next up, do the sight again. No, it's low most of the time. Again, you will immediately lose these shells in under 4. Do not recommend. That was dead on, and that was where I felt it would go. I was not using the sight because the sight is absolutely worthless. It's pretty accurate when you feel where it's going. This is my last shell. Let's see. Low. But that one also, you couldn't see it, but I could. Came out on an angle downwards. So don't recommend this blaster for any purpose other than being cool. Not good in any situation. So what do I think of the Air Warriors rapid fire tech from Busby? Do not recommend unless you're going for the cool factor. If you were cosplaying, for example, great idea with the ejecting shells. If you're not cosplaying, terrible idea. If you're an adult, this little spot you have to pull the trigger, way too small. My finger barely fits in there, way too small. But also, just the way that it chambers the shells is, first of all, it's unwieldy. But second, because this bar comes out so long, you can't keep your hand up here. It actually pushes your hand out of the way. So you can't like hold your hand. You have to keep moving your hand out of the way. It barely fits. It's really difficult to get the magazine out. They call it a clip, but it's actually a magazine. And really, the reason why I bought it was to feel cool when the shells eject. There are now shells all over the room. They look super cool. You can't use it with any of the darts that don't come with it because the tips are too long. So you have to go with X-Shot. And they don't load quite right, but I'm actually not sure if that's just part of the gun being sucky or if that's actually they don't load right. For performance, I think the rapid fire tech is the lowest performing gun I've gotten. It barely does what it's supposed to, and it's extremely unwieldy and just an overall pain to use. Don't recommend. I did get it for super cheap. If you're cosplaying and you want a gun that ejects shells, this is probably the gun for you. But if you intend to actually fight in a Nerf war or any kind of competition, this is not the gun for you. And that's honestly very disappointing. Yeah. Like, if you saw, leave a like. If you want to see more, like it, sub. And I'll see you guys and gals later in the next